Perhaps everyone won't agree with what I have to say.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Movie Heads. It's Kiki Rich.
And it is your boy Mike Rich. What's happening with y'all today?
Today, we are giving our review on A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. And this movie was recommended to us by quite a few of y'all on here. And I knew nothing about it. So, real quick with my expectations, I didn't have any because I heard of the name of the movie, but I didn't see no trailers. I ain't know nothing about the movie, so I just went on purely on y'all recommendations. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the recommendations. Since we're starting with our expectations, I actually did see the trailers, and I'll be honest, at first I wasn't quite sold. I'm a horror movie fan. I don't like monster horror movies.
See, I didn't even know that's what it was.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, but just because people were asking about it, but it wasn't something that I had intentions of going to see. So A Quiet Place was about a family. It was post-apocalyptic. You could definitely tell that apparently whatever happened during the apocalypse left these monsters. The monsters could not see, but they could hear. And so you had to be really, really, really quiet because if you weren't, then you would be killed.
It's just like us. We're trying to be quiet right now because our daughter's downstairs asleep.
Exactly. So that is basically the synopsis of A Quiet Place. I mean, it wasn't more than that at all.
If you made loud noises or anything louder than, quiet noises, you did.
Right. So
Total devastation.
family actually had to use sign language to communicate. So the whole entire movie, well, majority of it, I mean, there was
at least 75% of the movie, no dialogue at all, no talking. Just,
subtitles. And they were using sign.
And we were in the movie theater with a bunch of teenagers. It was hard for them to deal with that quietness.
Exactly. They really got on my nerves. I won't even lie.
I mean, if you pass gas, burp, dropped a penny or dime, you were gonna be hurt in that movie theater because the movie was so quiet. They got on my nerves as well.
Yeah.
But
and so they were just doing too much because I don't know. I just think that teenagers should have to go to the movies with their parents. Like.
Anyway, the movie, to me, was scary. It had a couple of jump scares. It had a couple of, but I think more than anything, it was just intense. Like it was the fact that you had to be quiet. It almost made us feel like we had to be quiet in the movies.
Exactly. It was like one part where I actually dropped my keys and like I literally was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like seriously.
I was like, "Bro, I need to learn sign language ASAP," because it was just so. And I think that's what built up most of the tension. Kudos to whoever wrote this movie or directed it because they realized that silence brings tension. Because I was just like, I was just like this the whole time. Like, don't say nothing. Just watch the movie.
Exactly. Like to the point where when it was finally over, I had a headache and my body was tired because I had been clenching the whole entire time.
Right.
You know what a movie did me like this, and I mean I do think they did a much better job of it. Argo. Do you remember that movie?
Ben Affleck's.
Yes.
When he directed and
exactly.
started.
Like I was so tense in that movie till after
you just wanted them to get away so bad.
Right, exactly. And so when it went off, like I was literally in tears.
Right.
Now this movie definitely brought out some emotion because you felt that tension. You felt that, oh my gosh, I can't and they really drew you in with that. Like the actors, specifically Emily Blunt, I think her name is. She did an amazing job. Honestly, she really is. I mean, I definitely like her, but she did an amazing job. Like,
So did John Krasinski, the dude from The Office.
Yeah,
he was,
and it was
as a dramatic role.
Yeah, exactly, it really was. So he did really, really good. There wasn't a soundtrack, so we don't have much to say about that.
And I think that was one of the best things about it, the absence of any kind of music or sound like that. It just made it added to the tension of the film.
Exactly. So
they were believable, and there was this one scene in the movie that we're not gonna spoil it, but it was so tense to the point where you was just about to bite your teeth, you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I was clenching so hard, right? I don't know if you can bite your teeth, but I got what you meant. So,
but it was to me, it was well shot, well directed. I like the story. It was a couple of, I think you mentioned it was a couple of unbelievable, things that happened, but I don't know. I just thought everything kind of flowed. For what kind of movie it was, I thought it flowed.
Okay, so you ready to get into
the ratings?
I don't have much more to say about it.
All I can say is, if you don't mind having your butt cheeks clenched the whole movie, go check it out. It was very tense, very intense, and I think for that simple fact, it served the movie well. It gave me a good movie experience, especially if you like going to movies and you want to be scared. It's a good thing to go see. It's not a scary movie per se, but it's very intense. It's very what you call it.
So I'm gonna start with the rating. So I'll be honest, guys. I went back and forth with this, and I have to give it a good watch on VOD. And to be perfectly honest, I'm usually much better with being able to identify exactly why. It did definitely bring emotions. I was into the movie. I bought into the whole sign language. I bought into being quiet. I was there, but it was something about it that just would not. I think it's really, for me, the story. Like I had
it was
too
the
many.
build up for you.
The build up was. Let me be honest. It's very slow in the beginning, which is good because you do get into it. But after a while, for me, it was like, okay, come on, guys, let's move along. And then I think it was something about the story. You don't know much about what happened, why these monsters are what they are. You don't really know a lot. So I have a crazy imagination, so it's definitely not that I'm not imaginative or creative. I came up with a million storylines in my head, but I think that's what did not work for me. And so, like I said, it's really good. I would definitely recommend that people see it, but I feel like I could have enjoyed this on a Saturday while it was raining on my living room sofa with my blanket, and I would have been totally fine. So I have to give it a 3.
Well, I give it a ticket price validated of 4. I feel like for the same reason she said she gave it a 3, that's the same reasons I give it a 4. The fact that you don't know where these things come from, you don't know the history behind them. I felt like if I knew too much about them, that it would take it away from the movie to me. I just didn't want to know too much about the monsters, why they came, what happened with the apocalypse. All I know is these things were scary as hell, and if you couldn't even speak, like you couldn't even talk like we talking right now, because if you did, they'll come and get you. But like I said, it was intense. It was high intensity. It had both of us about to bite our fingernails off. So just that experience, I feel like a movie that don't have as much dialogue. This don't have barely any dialogue, but still the fact that I was able to get invested in the characters, and for them to make me feel like a certain way, like I don't want them to die, I actually care about the characters. That's why I gave it ticket price validated.
Yeah.
See, we don't always have the same stuff.
We don't. We required something different.
We disagree about a whole lot of stuff that y'all don't know about. But anyway, we appreciate y'all for watching our review on A Quiet Place. If you want, like I said, if you want to be biting your nails on the edge of your seat, go see A Quiet Place because it's quiet, man. And make sure you get off your phone. You do anything you need to do to shut the hell up because you need to be quiet to watch this movie.
Exactly. Again, even though I give it a 3, I definitely recommend that you see it.
She wants you to see it on VOD though.
Yeah, I do.
Go to the movies and see it.
You still paying for it. You paying for the VOD service. I mean, they're not losing.
This is true.
All right. So
anyway.
Anywho's, we will be back next week with Rampage, and I know that it's corny, and
I ain't going to see no Rampage.
You going to see it? That's my.
I ain't going to see no Rampage. I'm a rampage on your butt.
He going to see it, so we'll be back with a Rampage.
Why you take that movie role, Rob?
It might be good. You just never know.
Good and terrible.
Anywho, please like the video, subscribe, give us some feedback, let us know what you thought about A Quiet Place.
Follow us on Instagram.
All right, and keep watching.
In the description below, because that's what we're here for.
All right.
Gone.